In Bhutan, thunder dragons dominate the cultural landscape, and sacred secrets linger like morning fog. This unique kingdom, hidden in the Himalayas, is known as one of the happiest places on Earth, yet it keeps secrets that startle even the well-traveled. These fields possess the most sought-after conditions in the billion-dollar marijuana business, prompting us to wonder, what else is Bhutan hiding beneath its serene surface? Let's investigate the mind-blowing truths and enchanting wonders of this serene land. A land filled with thunder dragons and happiness. This country is full of surprises, and one of the biggest surprises is how important marijuana is to its farming. While many people know Bhutan for its breathtaking Himalayan landscapes and peaceful monasteries, there's a lot more going on, especially in agriculture. Local farmers have discovered that marijuana can really change the way they farm for the better. In Bhutan, marijuana isn't just grown like any other crop. It's valued as a multi-purpose tool in the fields, similar to how a Swiss Army knife works with its many functions. The ways Bhutanese farmers use marijuana are truly impressive. For example, did you know that it's common for farmers to feed marijuana to their pigs? That's right, pigs in Bhutan eat marijuana. Farmers have found that when pigs eat marijuana, they are happier and put on weight much faster. This isn't just good for the pigs, it also makes them more valuable when it's time to sell them. Using marijuana to feed pigs is a smart move because it's natural and doesn't cost much, especially compared to the pricey feed supplements that are often imported from other countries. This innovative use of marijuana goes beyond just feeding it to animals. It's part of a bigger move towards sustainable farming in Bhutan. Marijuana grows easily in the local climate without needing lots of water or chemical fertilizers, which helps farmers keep their practices natural and eco-friendly. Plus, the plant itself is very adaptable and can be used in different ways, from feeding livestock to helping improve the soil quality. What's even more fascinating is how this approach fits with Bhutan's overall commitment to preserving its natural environment and promoting sustainability in agriculture. By integrating marijuana into their farming practices, Bhutanese farmers are able to maintain their land's health and productivity without relying heavily on artificial methods that could harm the environment. This not only supports their traditional ways of living, but also points towards a future where agriculture continues to thrive alongside nature. Marijuana plays a significant and versatile role in Bhutan's agriculture, going far beyond just feeding livestock. This plant is a key player in promoting more sustainable farming methods throughout the country. It grows strong and healthy without the need for harsh pesticides or chemical fertilizers, which is a big plus for Bhutanese farmers. In Bhutan's varied climate, marijuana thrives naturally, aiding in farming practices that help preserve the region's stunning natural landscapes. This sustainable approach aligns perfectly with Bhutan's environmental goals and helps keep the land fertile and free from the overuse of synthetic products. But the benefits of marijuana don't stop at sustainability or livestock nutrition. Economically, it offers substantial advantages to the local farming community, especially through its roots. The fibers extracted from the roots of the marijuana plant are incredibly robust and durable, making them excellent for textile production. These fibers are highly sought after for crafting traditional Bhutanese textiles, known for their quality and durability. This creates a valuable market opportunity for farmers, who can sell these fibers to textile companies and tap into new revenue streams. Moreover, marijuana cultivation's economic implications extend into broader aspects of Bhutan's economy. As the global market for sustainable and organic products grows, Bhutan's environmentally friendly and natural marijuana production could position the country as a leader in eco-conscious agriculture. This could open international markets for Bhutanese farm products, further enhancing the economic stability of rural areas. Additionally, the integration of marijuana into traditional and modern farming practices represents a significant innovation in agricultural strategies, potentially setting a precedent for other nations to follow. The question remains, however, about the broader recognition and acceptance of marijuana's role in agriculture. When will the global community fully acknowledge and embrace the sustainability and economic potential of marijuana in agriculture? This is crucial for future discussions on global agricultural policies and sustainability initiatives. As we leave behind the mystical dragons and cheerful ethos of Bhutan, we now venture into the intriguing realm of its unusual cultural practices. The peculiar power of Bhutan's phallic symbols. Visitors to Bhutan are often more startled by the widespread presence of phallic symbols than by the fact that farmers feed marijuana to their pigs. Unlike many cultures that avoid discussing or depicting anything related to the phallus, Bhutanese culture embraces and showcases it openly. The phallus is not just a casual image in Bhutan. It represents good luck, fertility, and protection. This unusual cultural practice can be traced back to a unique figure in Bhutanese history known as the Divine Madman, or Lama Drukpa Kunle. A 15th century Buddhist monk, he was known for his unconventional approach to spreading Buddhist teachings. The Divine Madman's teaching methods were anything but traditional. He used humor, songs, and shockingly bold antics to make his spiritual teachings accessible to ordinary people. One of his most controversial tools was the phallus, which he referred to as his thunderbolt of flaming wisdom. This symbol was not merely for shock value. He believed it had the power to ward off evil and subdue demonic spirits. Remarkably, he is credited with transforming these malevolent forces into protectors of the Buddhist faith, using his symbolic phallus. His teachings and the symbolism of the phallus have left a lasting mark on Bhutanese society. Today, phallic symbols can be found painted on the walls of houses, carved into wooden posts, or hanging from rooftops throughout Bhutan. These symbols are thought to bring luck and ward off evil spirits. The prevalence of these symbols in daily life reflects a deep-seated cultural significance that goes beyond mere decoration. They are an integral part of many rituals and festivals, celebrated openly among the community. The phallus's prominence in Bhutan is a testament to the enduring influence of the Divine Madman's teachings. It's a vivid example of how a religious figure can shape cultural practices that last centuries. His unconventional methods and the enduring symbols he popularized challenge visitors to reconsider their own cultural perceptions and open up to the rich collage of Bhutanese tradition and belief. This deep-rooted cultural quirk prompts an intriguing question. How do other shocking or unusual traditions from around the world influence local cultures and societal norms? Today, tourists are often surprised to see images of phalluses painted on the outside walls of homes in Bhutan. They might stare in amazement at three-dimensional phallus sculptures hanging from rooftops or intricately carved into the wooden supports of buildings. These symbols are not just for decoration. Locals believe they ward off bad spirits and bring good fortune to the household. What's even more astonishing is the creative freedom Bhutanese artists take in depicting these phalluses. They use bright, lively colors and design them in a fun, imaginative style that captures everyone's attention. Yet, despite their colorful and whimsical appearance, these phallus representations are deeply respected in Bhutanese culture. People see them as important protectors against harm and bringers of luck, woven into the fabric of their daily lives and spiritual practices. This respect is evident in the careful way they are placed in prominent spots around homes and in public places. The blend of artistic creativity and cultural significance makes these symbols a unique aspect of Bhutan's heritage, leaving visitors intrigued and often with a changed perspective on what is considered sacred or taboo. The phallus figures are not just cultural artifacts, they are a vibrant part of Bhutan's ongoing story, celebrated and revered by its people. They are essential symbols of protection and good fortune. This deep-rooted belief has made phalluses a fundamental part of the architectural landscape throughout the country. In many rural homes, it's common to see phalluses displayed prominently above doorways, where they are thought to ward off evil spirits and bring good luck to the residents. The use of these symbols extends beyond everyday decor, playing a significant role in various festivals and rituals across Bhutan. One of the most notable events celebrating this symbol is the Phallus Festival. held annually at Chimi Lakang, a monastery dedicated to the divine madman, who is revered for his teachings using the phallus as a symbol of fertility and spiritual protection. This festival is among the largest in the country and is a vibrant, colorful event filled with music, laughter, and a parade of people carrying large, phallic symbols. Participants and spectators wear wild costumes and phallus masks, dancing through the streets in a spectacle that draws crowds from across Bhutan and around the world. Those attending the festival believe it blesses them with fertility and protection from harm, reflecting the powerful cultural significance of the phallus in Bhutanese society. But the presence of the phallus in Bhutanese culture extends even beyond architecture and festivals. Artisans across the country incorporate phallic imagery into a wide range of crafts, from small amulets meant to offer personal protection to large sculptures and paintings that celebrate its symbolic meanings. Bhutanese artists embrace the freedom to explore this motif in various forms, applying vibrant colors and imaginative designs that make each piece unique. The widespread use of this symbol can be surprising to newcomers, but for the Bhutanese, it's a celebrated and respected tradition that infuses their art, architecture, and spiritual practices with a distinctive character. The phallus, in all its forms, is a vivid expression of Bhutan's rich cultural collage, showcasing the country's unique approach to symbols of protection and prosperity. Here, you can find phalluses with stretched wings, as if about to take off. You will also find phalluses on wheels with eyes, painted in vivid colors, and decorated intricately with patterns and so much more. These objects are often offered as presents to bring in good luck. Newlyweds, in particular, receive them as gifts to wish them a happy and fertile union. Many Bhutanese carry small wooden phallus amulets in their pockets or purses for personal protection. These outrageous art pieces are available to visitors as souvenirs, and the locals don't bat an eyelid marketing them to potential buyers. With a deeper understanding of Bhutan's distinctive traditions, let us explore how this kingdom deeply integrates happiness into its national identity. The deep roots of gross national happiness. Many people strive for happiness, but they might be surprised to learn just how deeply Bhutan commits to this pursuit. Unlike most countries, Bhutan doesn't just hope its citizens feel content. It actively measures their happiness through something called the Gross National Happiness Index. This unique approach makes Bhutan almost singular in the world for its focus on happiness over traditional economic metrics like GDP. The Bhutanese have embedded this happiness philosophy into the core of their national identity, valuing it even more than indicators of wealth and economic success. While other nations concentrate on economic growth and material wealth, Bhutan prioritizes the overall well-being and happiness of its people, making it a central goal of its national policy. The importance of the Gross National Happiness Index in Bhutan is profound, influencing all major areas of governance. This approach shapes policies concerning quality of life improvements, cultural preservation, environmental conservation, and the promotion of good governance. Introduced in the 1970s by King Jigme Singye Wangchuck, the Gross National Happiness is built on 4 foundational pillars: sustainable development, the promotion and preservation of cultural values, conservation of the natural environment, and the fostering of good governance practices. These pillars demonstrate Bhutan's commitment to a holistic, balanced approach to development, one that supports both the land and its people. Bhutan's dedication to the Gross National Happiness Index has led to innovative programs and initiatives to enhance societal welfare. The government integrates gross national happiness into planning and policymaking, ensuring that economic development does not compromise the cultural and environmental health of the nation. This strategy has resonated globally, offering a groundbreaking model that contrasts sharply with the profit-driven focus typical in other countries. By prioritizing happiness, Bhutan has not only shaped its own policies, but has also inspired international discussions about the true measures of national success. Through its commitment to happiness, Bhutan challenges the world to rethink how countries value and achieve prosperity, opened a unique method to do just this. The Bhutanese government breaks down happiness into 9 distinct areas: psychological well-being, physical health, educational achievement, use of time, cultural diversity and resilience, effective governance, community vitality, environmental diversity and resilience, and overall standard of living. These categories are used to create a detailed picture of what a fulfilling life entails, far beyond what simple economic indicators like gross domestic product can show. This comprehensive approach allows Bhutan to tailor its policies to enhance the well-being of its citizens effectively. The significance of the Gross National Happiness Index is evident in every aspect of Bhutanese governance. Every new policy must pass through a Gross National Happiness screening to assess its potential impact on the happiness index before being approved. This rigorous process ensures that all government actions contribute positively to the holistic and sustainable development of the nation, aligning with the broader goal of national happiness. Environmental conservation is a key pillar of the Gross National Happiness Index and is taken very seriously in Bhutan, known as the Thunder Dragon country. Unique among nations, Bhutan is not just carbon neutral, but carbon negative, meaning it absorbs more carbon dioxide than it emits. This remarkable achievement is a direct result of Gross National Happiness-inspired policies, much to the delight of environmentalists. Over 60% of Bhutan's land is legally protected forest, which helps preserve biodiversity and combat climate change. Additionally, Bhutan prioritizes environmentally friendly practices, like using hydroelectric power and promoting sustainable farming and conservation efforts. Cultural preservation is another critical aspect of the Gross National Happiness Index. Unlike many countries where globalization has led to a dilution of cultural identities, Bhutan has managed to maintain its rich cultural traditions alongside modern developments. The GNH Index ensures that the government actively supports the preservation of Bhutan's traditional dress, language, music, and customs. This commitment helps Bhutanese culture thrive, ensuring that modernization does not come at the expense of cultural heritage. By placing such high importance on both environmental and cultural preservation, Bhutan exemplifies how a nation can harmonize modern development with its historical values and natural environment, creating a society that truly measures and values happiness. Local traditions and culture are a big part of everyday life, which helps keep the Bhutanese sense of identity alive and well. This strong connection to their culture plays a significant role in making the people of Bhutan happy together. Another special aspect of Bhutan's approach to happiness is its focus on good governance. The country places a high importance on being open, responsible, and fair in how it is run. This commitment to good governance means that the leaders and officials work hard to make sure their actions improve the happiness and well-being of all Bhutanese people. Even after Bhutan became a democratic constitutional monarchy in 2008, these principles of good governance continue to guide how the country is managed. This dedication to maintaining an effective and fair government is seen as a key reason why Bhutan is often thought of as a happy place. After exploring Bhutan's focus on happiness, we now look at its impact on education and healthcare. Liberation of Bhutan, creating a society rooted in education and wellness. Many people around the world who watch videos online typically express concerns about their country's education and health systems. Bhutan, however, views these two areas, education and health, as incredibly important to overall happiness and well-being, which is why they are integral parts of the Gross National Happiness Index. To address this, Bhutan offers a comprehensive education system that goes beyond basic academics. It includes lessons on emotional well-being and cultural values, ensuring that students not only learn about the world around them, but also how to be well-rounded and emotionally intelligent individuals. Regarding healthcare, Bhutan has set up a system that provides services to everyone, regardless of their financial status. This contrasts sharply with many other countries, where your wealth often determines the quality of healthcare you receive. By making sure that every citizen has access to good healthcare and education, Bhutan works toward developing citizens who are not only knowledgeable, but also healthy and capable of contributing positively to their community. Community vitality is also a key component of happiness in Bhutan. Feeling like you belong and actively participating in community life are vital for personal and collective well-being. Bhutanese communities are strengthened by numerous cultural events and traditions that unite people. One such event is the Phallus Festival, which, despite its unusual theme, plays a significant role in bonding the community through shared heritage and enjoyment. Additionally, regular community gatherings and participation in traditional sports do more than just preserve cultural practices. They reinforce social bonds and ensure that everyone feels part of a larger whole. These activities are essential for maintaining a united and happy society, as they provide a sense of belonging and an opportunity for individuals to contribute to their community's well-being. When you explore the wildlife of Bhutan, prepare to be amazed repeatedly. One of the most astonishing creatures you might encounter is the takin, Bhutan's national animal. Picture an animal that looks as though it's made up of parts from different animals, a real-life patchwork beast. The takin is a curious mix, with the sturdy body of a cow and the head of a goat. This bizarre combination roams the lofty landscapes of the eastern Himalayas, showcasing the playfulness of nature. Takins live in protected regions like the Modathang Takin Preserve in Thimphu, where they move freely in their natural habitat. Visitors have the unique opportunity to observe these extraordinary animals up close. According to local legend, the takin owes its existence to the divine madman, a beloved religious figure in Bhutanese culture. Legends say he magically made the national animal, the takin, by combining the bones of a cow and a goat during a moment of inspiration. This charming creation story adds to the mysterious feel of the takin and makes seeing them in person even more special. The takin's unusual appearance makes it a symbol of Bhutan's diverse and unique natural heritage. Observing a takin, you might feel like you're looking at a creature from an ancient myth or a fantastical tale. The animal's ability to thrive in the high-altitude, rugged terrain of the Himalayas speaks to its resilience and adaptation. This habitat, characterized by steep mountains and dense forests, provides the takin with the resources it needs to survive, from ample food to shelter against the harsh weather. Visiting the takin in its natural environment, such as the Modathang Takin Preserve, not only allows you to appreciate its odd beauty, but also helps support conservation efforts in Bhutan. These efforts ensure that the takin and other unique species continue to thrive and play their roles in the region's ecological balance. Moreover, the preserve offers educational insights into the importance of wildlife protection and the specific challenges faced by species like the takin. Bhutan is often thought of as a place where animals look like they've been assembled from parts of other creatures. Among these is the binturong, also known as the bear cat, which captivates visitors with its unique and hard-to-define appearance. This animal combines features from various creatures, yet doesn't quite fit into any typical animal category. The binturong sports long, shaggy black fur, occasionally streaked with silver, giving it a wild, mystical look. Its whiskers are long and wiry, resembling those of a wizard from a fairy tale. The face of the binturong mixes elements of a weasel and a teddy bear, creating a peculiar yet endearing appearance. Its eyes are particularly captivating, deep and reflective, as if holding centuries of forest wisdom. The binturong has a robust, elongated body supported by short, sturdy legs. One of its most remarkable features is its prehensile tail, which is nearly as long as its body. This flexible tail acts like an extra limb, allowing the binturong to expertly navigate and balance in the forest canopy. It's so strong that the binturong can hang upside down from it while sleeping. Additionally, the binturong has a rare ability among mammals. It can rotate its rear paws 180 degrees, enabling it to climb down trees head first. The binturong's dietary habits are as diverse as its physical attributes, ranging from fruits and eggs to insects and small animals like frogs. What might be the most unexpected trait of the binturong is its smell. Unlike many wild animals, the binturong has a scent reminiscent of buttered popcorn, adding a surprisingly pleasant twist to encounters with it. Bhutan's deep connection with such unique wildlife adds to its mystique and allure as a travel destination. The presence of creatures like the binturong not only enhances the ecological diversity of the region, but also enriches the cultural stories and myths that swirl around Bhutanese forests. Observing a binturong in the wild provides a rare glimpse into the complex and fascinating ecosystem of Bhutan, where nature seems to play by its own rules, creating animals that are as whimsical as they are wonderful. For wildlife enthusiasts and curious travelers alike, the binturong is a must-see when visiting Bhutan. It embodies the unpredictability and beauty of nature, offering a unique opportunity to learn about one of the less conventional animals of the animal kingdom. Each sighting of a binturong is a reminder of the rich collage of life that thrives in Bhutan's protected forests, making any trip to this Himalayan kingdom an unforgettable travel into the heart of nature's creativity. From Bhutan's education and health, we now explore its lively festivals and diverse wildlife. From sacred paintings to buttered popcorn, smell. Wait until you find out what causes that buttered popcorn smell. It comes from a chemical in the animal's urine. While it smells pleasant, the scent's real purpose is to help the animal communicate and mark its territory. However, as intriguing as Bhutan's wildlife is, the people and their festivals are even more captivating. These festivals, known as Chechus, are vibrant displays of color, music, and dance, bringing together monks and locals in their most beautiful outfits. One particularly quirky event is the Phallus Festival, celebrated with symbols and imagery that might seem unusual to outsiders but hold deep cultural significance within Bhutan. One of the most notable Chechus is the Paro Tchechu, held every spring. The festival is famous for the unveiling of a giant thangka, a sacred Buddhist painting, believed to bless everyone who sees it. This event is not just a feast for the eyes, but also a spiritual experience for those present. The biggest celebration in Bhutan, however, is the Thimphu Tchechu, which occurs in the fall in the capital city. The city bursts into life with several days of festivities. These include dance performances that go beyond mere entertainment. They are acts of meditation, offerings to the gods, and reenactments of the battle between good and evil. The dancers wear elaborate masks that represent gods, animals, or fearsome mythical beings. They perform intricate and symbolic movements that have been handed down over generations, embodying the spiritual and cultural essence of Bhutan. Additionally, smaller Tshichus in various villages and monasteries attract many visitors who are eager to experience how the local communities mark the changing seasons and seek blessings for the well-being of everyone. These festivals are integral to the Bhutanese way of life, blending religious devotion with communal joy. Each Chechu, whether large or small, is a window into the rich collage of Bhutanese tradition, and an opportunity for locals and visitors alike to immerse themselves in the spiritual and cultural vibrancy of this unique country. Before visitors even begin exploring the incredible wildlife of Bhutan, they find themselves charmed by its capital city, Thimphu. One of the first surprises they encounter is that Thimphu is likely the only capital city in the world without a single traffic light. This doesn't lead to chaos on the roads, though. Instead, it showcases a perfect example of how modernity and tradition can merge smoothly. Walking through the streets of Thimphu, you might feel a pleasant oddity as you're not overwhelmed by the usual hustle and bustle of fast-moving cars, halted abruptly by the bright red and green of traffic lights, as seen in other capitals. Instead, traffic is managed by policemen stationed in ornately decorated booths, directing cars with hand signals. This absence of traffic lights isn't due to a lack of technology, but is a deliberate choice by the government, reflecting the city's values and the preferences of its people. According to local legend, Thimphu once tried installing traffic lights, but they were quickly removed after residents complained that they were impersonal and clashed with the Bhutanese way of life. Thimphu integrates modern elements on its own terms, distinguishing itself from other world capitals dominated by skyscrapers, neon lights, and incessant traffic. The city's layout emphasizes environmental sustainability and cultural preservation. As you explore, you'll notice an abundance of green spaces that offer a breath of fresh air, quite literally. Markets brim with locally grown produce, and artisans sell crafts that reflect the rich cultural heritage of Bhutan. Despite its unique approach to urban planning, Thimphu is not stuck in the past. It thrives as a center for education, governance, and economic activities, just like any other capital. The city manages to balance these modern functions with its commitment to preserving cultural identity and living in harmony with nature. This balance is not only impressive, but also deeply reflective of the Bhutanese philosophy of life, which values slow and deliberate progress over rapid modernization. Visitors to Thimphu often marvel at how the city fosters a sense of calm and community amid its urban environment. The careful planning and respect for tradition apparent in every aspect of the city, from its architecture to its daily rhythms, create a unique urban experience. Here, the pace of life is dictated not by traffic signals, but by a collective respect for culture and community. This makes Thimphu not just a political and economic hub, but also a living museum of Bhutanese culture and an example of sustainable urban development. Thimphu offers a refreshing change for those accustomed to the frenetic energy of typical capital cities. It's a place where the past and present coexist beautifully, proving that a city can embrace modernity without sacrificing its soul. Every street and building tells a story of a city that values thoughtfulness over haste, making it a fascinating introduction to Bhutan's unique charms. Every aspect of these places, from the architectural details and the spiritual artifacts to the natural settings, tells a story of a people deeply connected to their land and their beliefs. Is Bhutan truly as serene as it seems, or are there hidden shadows we don't yet understand? Share your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights.